All right, so get this. Our source for today's deep dive.
Okay.
It's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And they just spent like the last few days at CES 2025.
CES.
Nice. Surrounded by more AI than you can shake a stick at.
I bet.
Seriously, this stuff is everywhere.
I can imagine.
Yeah. But what's really interesting is it's not just about, robots doing our chores anymore.
Right.
It's how this tech is changing the way we experience the world.
The world.
So ready to see the future through the eyes of like a total tech enthusiast?
Absolutely. I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right.
So I think what's really interesting is we're moving past the novelty of AI.
Right.
Like, we're not all...
It's not, ooh, a robot.
It's not a shiny new toy anymore.
Right. It's like integrated into our lives.
Exactly.
And we don't even realize.
And it's just part of the fabric now. Yeah. Like, remember those clunky robot vacuum cleaners from a few years ago?
Totally.
Hold on to your hats, because SwitchBot
yeah.
unveiled a home robot that makes those things look like toys.
Oh, wow.
This thing vacuums, organizes, grabs you a snack from the fridge.
No way. That's amazing.
But it's not just about the tasks.
Right.
It's about how it learns.
Yeah, the learning is key here.
This new generation of robots, they use machine learning to adapt to your home, your habits, becoming more helpful, efficient over time.
So they get better the more they're around you.
So it's less about replacing us, more about like this really, really smart assistant.
Like a superpowered butler.
I mean, I don't know about you. I could definitely use an extra.
Oh, absolutely.
Hand around the house.
Sign me up.
Think about people with mobility issues.
Right.
Older adults.
Absolutely.
Who could benefit from that extra support.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
Okay, but enough about chores. Let's talk about something a little more fun.
All right, I'm game.
Gaming. Sony's showing off this immersive entertainment system that's basically like stepping into another dimension.
Wow.
Imagine LED panels surrounding you, haptic guns that let you feel every impact, and the whole experience reacting in real time to your movements.
That's wild. It's like you're inside a video game.
Right there in the action.
I know.
Yeah.
So haptic feedback. What is that?
So haptic feedback,
it
uses vibrations and forces to simulate physical sensations.
Okay.
So in this case, you'd actually feel the recoil of a virtual weapon or...
The impact of a virtual punch.
So you're not just seeing it.
No, you're feeling it too.
You're feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around how intense.
I know.
It's next level.
Do you think it could become too real?
That's a good question.
Like, could we get so used to these simulated worlds that reality starts to feel...
Less real. Less real.
Yeah, it's a valid concern.
Yeah.
As these experiences become more immersive and like indistinguishable from reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crucial to maintain a healthy balance.
Okay.
It raises questions about like psychological and social impacts of blurring those lines.
Okay, so speaking of blurring lines, Samsung is showing this mind-blowing stretchable micro LED screen.
Okay.
Imagine a screen that can literally change shape on demand.
That's insane.
So instead of just watching a movie, it could expand to immerse you in the action.
Wow. So the screen,
like
physically adapts to the digital content?
I know.
That's amazing.
And the potential.
And this goes way beyond entertainment.
Yeah.
Think about medical imaging.
Okay.
Where doctors could manipulate 3D models of organs.
Wow.
In real time.
Okay.
During surgery.
So we've got
robots?
Robots?
Yeah.
Taking care of the house?
Right.
Screens that morph?
Shape-shifting screens.
Into whatever we need.
It's like science fiction come to life.
Games that feel hyper-real.
Yeah.
What's next?
What's next?
Computers we can control with our minds.
Oh, funny you should ask that.
What?
Because Mundralink is demonstrating a neural wristband.
Okay.
That does just that.
Wait, so you're telling me I could write an email just by
pretty much
thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It uses electromyography.
Okay.
Which basically means it reads the electrical signals from your muscles to translate your intentions into computer commands.
That's both amazing and kind of creepy.
I know, right? It's like mind control, but in a good way.
Right.
Hopefully.
Yeah, this is like a radical shift.
A whole new way of
interact with technology.
Tech, yeah.
Imagine the possibilities.
Especially for people with disabilities who might not be able to use traditional input devices.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's a game changer for accessibility.
And while we're talking about new ways to interface with tech, Lenovo's got this rollable PC where the screen expands.
Oh, wow.
Vertically.
So you can have a compact device.
So it's like
small when you need it to be small.
Yeah.
Big when you need it to be big.
That transforms into a larger display whenever you need it.
On demand.
And the software adapts.
And what's impressive is that the software adapts seamlessly.
Oh, wow.
As the screen expands.
So you don't lose
any functionality. All right, so we've got shape-shifting screens.
Yep.
Mind-controlled computers.
Mind control. What else is blowing our minds at CES?
Is making waves at CES.
Okay.
Well, the automotive industry is going all in on AI.
Right.
BMW is showing off its panoramic iDrive system, which projects information onto the entire windshield.
Whole windshield.
Creating this augmented reality
so it's like a
driving experience.
And Honda
is focusing on AI that learns your driving habits.
Blend your habits.
To personalize your ride.
And maximize efficiency
so it's like,
in their electric vehicle.
So it knows how you drive.
Yeah.
And optimizes for that.
I can see how that could be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if it means less time stuff.
Less time in traffic. Yeah, nobody wants that.
But doesn't that raise concerns about data privacy? Like who has access to all that information about my driving habits?
It's a valid concern as AI gets more integrated
Yeah.
into our cars and
So
collects more
data about us.
Yeah.
It's crucial to have clear guidelines and regulations.
Absolutely.
To protect our privacy.
We got to protect our data.
Oh, okay. Now for something a bit more cuddly.
Cuddly.
Yeah.
All right. I'm intrigued.
Our intrepid YouTuber found himself face-to-face with not one, but two robots.
Two robots.
Signed for companionship.
For companionship.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting.
We've got Unri's humanoid robot, the G1, which is designed to help out with tasks.
Okay.
And potentially even provide caregiving support.
Caregiving.
And then there's RCA's robot dog.
Robot dog.
The Nipper, which is more about entertainment and maybe even a little bit security, since it can patrol your house and send you notifications.
So it's like a robotic guard dog.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it's interesting.
It is interesting.
How these robots represent two different approaches to our growing relationship with technology. One is focused on...
It's all about...
practical assistance, while the other taps into our desire.
And the other one's
for companionship.
Companionship.
I wonder which one.
Which one
would people be more
comfortable with
welcoming into their homes?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I have to admit, that robot dog is pretty darn cute.
I bet.
But before we get too attached to our future robot companions, let's talk about two more examples of how AI is becoming part of our everyday lives.
Everyday lives.
And I mean, really every day.
Okay.
Delta's showing off an AI travel assistant.
Travel assistant.
That's supposed to make booking flights and planning trips.
That sounds
a breeze.
Useful.
And Bosch has a smart crib that uses AI to monitor your baby's sleep.
So it's like
and safety.
High-tech baby monitor.
What's striking about these examples...
I think what's interesting is...
how AI is becoming this invisible layer.
This invisible layer.
Where making things easier.
Making things easier.
And more efficient.
Without us.
And we don't even...
We've been realizing it's there.
No, it's happening.
It's like having...
having a personal assistant.
Yeah.
For every aspect of your life.
For your whole life.
All right.
For them.
We're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
But don't go anywhere.
Sounds good.
When we come back, we'll be exploring
even more
mind-blowing AI.
Let's do it.
From CES 2025.
All
right. Welcome back. Okay, so we've seen AI become our personal assistant, our travel agent, even our baby monitor. But get this, it's also getting pretty intimate with our health and well-being, literally becoming part of what we wear. Our YouTuber was checking out all kinds of AI-powered wearables at CES, from fitness trackers to, wait for it, brainwave-sensing headphones.
It's fascinating how these devices are bridging the gap between technology and our physical and mental states. We're going beyond simple step. Counting these wearables are providing insights into things like sleep quality, stress levels, even cognitive focus.
I was reading about these neural MW75 headphones. They actually use AI to analyze your brainwaves and measure your concentration levels. They even had this demo where a rocket ship in a game moved faster or slower depending on how focused the person wearing the headphones was.
It's a great example of how neurotechnology is moving from the lab into consumer products. The idea is that by understanding our brain activity, these devices can help us optimize our cognitive performance. Imagine using them to enhance your meditation practice or improve your focus while studying.
That's pretty wild. But doesn't it raise some concerns about, privacy? I mean, if these things are reading our brainwaves, who has access to that data? And what if it's used in ways we don't consent to, like targeted advertising based on our emotional responses?
Those are absolutely valid questions. As these technologies become more sophisticated and integrated into our lives, it's crucial to prioritize data privacy and security. We need to ensure that individuals have control over their own data and that it's not being misused.
All right, so AI is in our homes, our cars, on our wrists, even inside our headphones. Is there anywhere it isn't going?
Well, even the humble pencil is getting an AI upgrade. The ESRG digital pencil integrates with Apple's Find My system using AI, so you'll never lose your favorite writing tool again.
Okay, that's just cool. But on a more serious note, one area where I'm really glad to see AI making a difference is in sustainability. I know it might sound counterintuitive, more tech, better for the planet, but there were some really impressive examples at CES of companies using AI to tackle environmental challenges.
Yes, there's a growing recognition that technology, particularly AI, can be a powerful tool for creating a more sustainable future. We saw this with Jackery's new solar roof that's designed to blend seamlessly with traditional terracotta tiles. Not only does it look great, but the AI-powered design makes it more efficient at converting sunlight into energy.
I loved that one. It's proof that you don't have to sacrifice aesthetics for functionality when it comes to sustainable technology.
And let's not forget Volvo's commitment to becoming a fully electric car manufacturer by 2030, leveraging AI to optimize battery performance and make electric vehicles more appealing to consumers. These are just a few examples of how AI is being used to address the climate crisis and create a more sustainable future.
Okay, so maybe there's hope for the planet after all. But now let's take a break from saving the world and talk about something a little more fun. Gaming. CES always brings out the latest and greatest in gaming tech, and this year was no exception. We saw everything from retro consoles to powerful new handheld PCs, all powered by AI.
It's clear that the gaming industry is embracing AI to create more immersive and engaging experiences. We saw this with the Atari Game Station, a retro console packed with classic titles that brings back that nostalgic feel for older gamers.
I have to admit the nostalgia factor is strong with that one. I spent way too many hours of my childhood playing those games. But what about for gamers who want cutting-edge graphics and performance? What's AI doing for them?
Well, Acer unveiled a new handheld gaming PC that boasts incredible processing power thanks to AI-based optimizations for performance and upscaling. It's basically a portable powerhouse that can handle even the most demanding games.
So AI is enhancing both the retro A&D, the futuristic sides of gaming. What's not to love?
And let's not forget the impact of AI on game development itself. Generative AI is becoming a valuable tool for creating realistic environments, characters, and even storylines, allowing developers to push the boundaries of creativity and deliver truly immersive experiences.
It sounds like AI is changing the game literally in so many ways. It's exciting to think about what the future holds for gamers.
Absolutely. And it's not just about entertainment. AI is also being used to develop games that can help with cognitive training, physical therapy, and even education, showing the potential for games to be more than just a pastime.
I love that. So games be good for you after all. Take that, Mom and Dad. But speaking of things that might surprise your parents, we need to talk about some of the robots that were stealing the show at CES. And I'm not just talking about the robot dog and the humanoid helper bot.
Yes, there were some incredible advancements in robotics this year, particularly in the area of social robots. Enchanted Tools introduced Miroki, a fox-like robot designed to work as a concierge or a companion for patients. It has AI-powered dialogue capabilities and can navigate autonomously, making it ideal for interacting with people in a variety of settings.
A robot fox concierge. Sign me up. But what about for people who prefer their companions a little more traditional, 4 legs, a wagging tail?
Well, we can't forget about RCA's Nipper, the robotic dog that was capturing hearts all over CES. This little guy can dance, patrol your home for intruders, and even send you video notifications if it detects something unusual.
I'm sensing a theme here. It seems like whether they're designed for assistance companionship or even just plain fun robots are becoming more and more integrated into our lives.
It's true, and it raises some important questions about the future of human-robot interaction.
Yeah.
As these robots become more sophisticated and capable, we need to think about the ethical implications, especially when it comes to roles that involve caregiving or emotional support.
It's a lot to consider, but it's also incredibly exciting. All right, we're going to take another quick break, but stay tuned for the final part of our CES 2025 deep dive. We'll be discussing even more groundbreaking AI advancements and what they mean for the future. Welcome back to the final leg of our CES 2025 deep dive. We've seen AI doing everything from playing therapist to house sitter, but I have a feeling we've only scratched the surface.
Yeah, just a bit.
What else caught your eye? As you were sifting through all this incredible tech?
It's amazing how AI is finding its way into areas that you might not even think about.
Yeah.
For example, the USPTO.
Okay.
The folks who deal with patents. Unveiled a collectible card.
Oh, wow.
Honoring Dr. Andy Howard.
Okay.
Who was a pioneer in AI. And he focused on developing robots specifically for kids with special needs.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really heartwarming.
It's like a little nod to the human side of all this tech.
Exactly.
It reminds us that AI isn't just about, making our lives easier or more entertaining.
More entertaining. It can also
it's real difference.
make a real difference for people who need it most.
For those who need it the most, yeah.
And that was a recurring theme.
That was a big theme.
At CES.
At CES, for sure.
We saw it with WeWork's next generation smart cane.
Okay.
For the visually impaired.
Wow.
It uses sensors and haptic feedback to guide users around obstacles. And connects to a smartphone app.
Oh, wow.
With AI-powered navigation assistance.
So it's like
a high-tech guide dog.
A high-tech guide dog.
That's incredible.
That's amazing.
It makes you realize
how much potential AI has to
AI can really
empower people.
Make the world more
accessible.
And let's not forget
our furry friend.
Of course not. Our furry friends.
PetCube introduced a water fountain that uses a UVC light system to filter and purify water for pets.
So it's like a...
But here's where it gets interesting.
Okay, what's the AI part?
It also comes with an app that uses AI to track your pet's daily water consumption.
So it's not just
a fancy
water dish.
Potter dish.
Right. It's like a
health monitor. A health monitor for your pet. That could be really helpful.
That's great for
catching potential problems.
Catching problems early on. Yeah.
And this focus on proactive health monitoring.
Proactive health.
Is also showing up in wearables for humans. Viv Health was showcasing the Viv Ring.
The Viv Ring.
A health tracking device that not only monitors your activity, but also incorporates AI-generated ambient soundscapes to improve sleep quality.
So it's like...
Wait, so it's like a sleep tracker.
Sleep tracker.
Yeah.
That doubles as a...
That also...
personalized white noise machine.
Creates soundscapes to help you sleep.
That's brilliant.
That's clever.
I could definitely use a little help.
I know.
In the sleep department.
Me too.
And they even hinted at a pro version.
A pro version.
That would include AI-based blood pressure. Monitoring.
Okay.
And atrial fibrillation detection.
So it's like a medical device almost.
Personalized health monitoring.
Yeah.
To a whole new level.
It's
amazing to think.
It is amazing.
That we can have all this health data.
At
our fingertips.
Right there.
Literally.
Yeah.
But again.
Well, it brings up that question. Of privacy.
Yeah.
There is all this information going.
Exactly.
Who has access to it?
Right.
It feels like a bit of a trade-off.
It's a trade-off.
Convenience and personalized care on one hand.
Yeah.
Potential risks to our privacy on the other.
It's the classic dilemma. of the modern age.
Okay.
So we've talked
covered a lot.
Robots.
Wearables.
Wearables.
Sustainability.
Even pet health.
Even pet health.
But before we wrap up,
yeah,
this AI extravaganza, before we have to ask, what about the bigger picture?
The bigger picture.
What were people saying?
Yeah, what's the overall impact?
I'm back to AI on...
Well, everything.
On the world.
There was a lot of buzz.
A lot of buzz about
generative AI.
Generative AI.
Becoming a foundational element.
Like a core.
For many industries.
There are so many.
Companies like Panasonic.
They're investing heavily in this technology.
In generative AI.
Using it for everything.
Using it for...
From personalized wellness coaching.
Wow.
To streamlining their supply chains.
Streamlining.
So generative AI
Just
is basically the behind-the-scenes wizard.
Yeah, it's
making everything...
Like secret sauce.
Going more smoothly.
Making everything work.
And efficiently.
Better.
In a way.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like it has the potential
to totally change
how we create, design,
and even think. Okay, so as we step back from the dazzling lights,
from the
mind-blowing gadgets,
the spectacle that is
of CES 2025.
CES.
What's the biggest takeaway?
What did we learn?
What should our listeners...
What should people be thinking about? As they head back into their...
Yeah, as they go back to their...
non-robot-filled lives.
Normal life.
I think the most important takeaway...
I think the biggest takeaway...
Is that
AI is no longer...
a futuristic concept.
Science fiction.
It's here now.
It's here.
And it's changing everything.
It's changing the world.
It's in our homes.
It's everywhere.
Our cars.
Yeah.
Our workplaces.
Even on our wrists.
Our wrists.
And in our ears.
It's
helping us.
Solve problems. Live better lives.
And create new possibilities.
And imagine new things.
We couldn't have imagined.
Couldn't have even dreamed of.
Even a few years ago.
It's
a bit overwhelming.
I know.
To be honest.
It's a lot.
But it's also really exciting. I mean...
Who knows?
Who knows what's next?
What amazing things AI will bring.
What's around the corner.
In the years to come.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it.
That's what makes it so...
Isn't it?
It's amazing.
The future is full of potential.
Yeah. The future is...
And
AI
is full of potential.
Is shaping that future.
And AI...
At least.
Right there.
We're only
in the middle of it.
It's just beginning to understand.
We're just starting to figure it all out.
So to all our listeners out there...
Yeah, to everyone listening...
Stay curious.
Stay curious.
Keep exploring. And don't be afraid. To ask questions. The world of AI is
evolving
rapidly.
Is changing so fast.
And it's up to all of us.
And we all need to be part of it.
It's a future.
To shape it.
We can all be a part of.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Keep diving deep.